I'm doing a test shot right now to see, if I fit in the frame and how everything's going to work, and if you can hear me, what I look like without my glasses, all that good shit. So, this is just me standing here, and if this works okay, then we will proceed to the actual video. Okay, here we are. We have hit double digits. It is Dabid Unboxes number 10. We have hit double digits in just 2 weeks, so I feel pretty okay about that. And to celebrate that, I've got something, special here to open today. I know that there are a lot of statue collectors who might be underwhelmed by the various Pokemon plush toys and skateboards and little Mario PVCs and other crap that I've been opening. So I've got a high-end statue here. It is from Tsume Art. It is their Alma United States of Smash HQS, or high quality statue, that they put up for order a little bit, I think it was about 2.5 years ago now. But time has gone by pretty quick. This is the first item that Tsume Art was releasing for My Hero Academia, or at least that they launched for pre-orders. They did some PVCs of Midoriya and Bakugo that I thought looked kind of shit, and I didn't buy those, but those have come out. But this is their first resin. It's arriving now. I am interested to open it up because I think that My Hero Academia has been underserved as far as resin goes, both from officially licensed things and even illegal unlicensed fan art type resins. So, I think that this could be a very cool item. It's not something that I was initially planning to purchase, but, well, I was planning to purchase it, but when it actually went up for order, I kind of had cold feet. I wasn't sure if I was gonna order it. It was sold out really quick. And then my friend, Bing HG, talked me into ordering this United States of Smash All Might, which I think I paid off like 1.5 years ago. It was delayed and delayed and delayed, but finally it's here, and I'm gonna open it up. This video will probably have some editing because I don't like to, waste too much time in my videos on me actually unboxing things, just pulling them out of the cardboard and fighting with the styrofoam and, all that jazz. So if there's any edits, it's not because I'm trying to do any chicanery or anything like that. It's just that I don't want you to have to endure the boredom of watching me fight with boxes and pull them out of other boxes and cut tape and, all that jazz. But hopefully there won't be too much of that, and I won't have to edit this very much. Maybe I won't have to edit it at all. We will see. Those of you who watch my videos, 1.5 years, 2 years ago are probably familiar. Like, this is my orange wall. I haven't done any videos in front of it in a long time, but this is, where I did my flash sale videos. It's where I reviewed the Juggernaut. I feel very safe with my orange wall, and I'm happy to have it behind me. I know that some people wanted to have a more monochrome background, and this is about as close as I am willing to get to that. All right, so this slides right out. So I appreciate that. And there's a bunch of styrofoam inserts in here to keep this from rattling around, which is good because it will help to prevent statue breakage during shipment. I'm just gonna throw that box over there if it's in frame and things are cluttered. Oh well. So here we go. You got my front of the box. Yeah, I got the front of the box by me. You guys got the back of the box. I haven't seen it yet, so I actually have no idea what you guys are even looking at. But inside the box, we can see Plus Ultra, the motto of UA from My Hero Academia. And the front of the box is this weird styled artwork of All Might punching all for one. And then this last box flap is another Plus Ultra side. And then the side that you guys were looking at first is the back of the box, which shows the actual statue and I presume some bio information or something. I didn't read it when I had it flipped over here. But it's a box. It's red, it's blue, it's yellow, it's got a tiny bit of white, it's in all my colors. It serves its purpose. Box. Alright, so we're opening up here. And let me flip this again. Hopefully not breaking anything. And throw some of this crap on the ground. Alright, so one thing I do really like about these Tsume boxes is this fabric tie that lets me pull the styrofoam out of the box. It can be very difficult with a lot of companies to get an actual statue's styrofoam out of the box, but you know, in this instance, this is gonna be the certificate of authenticity. Maybe there's gonna be like a little drawing or something on here. I'll open this in a second. Mine is number 554 of 1600, if anyone was interested. So let's pull this out. This one's actually quite heavy. Usually pulling by these straps makes things pretty easy, but in this case, it's heavy. Or I'm just weak, I haven't been to the gym in way too long. But I've gotten the styrofoam out, and I will now be able to take this lovely graphic art box and push that on the floor, as it should be. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna undo this tie. Nope, I'm not. Is this gonna undo this tie? Nope. I'm not very good at doing untying knots, unfortunately. I never have been. I was never good at tying my shoes as a kid either. I created my own style of tying my shoes so that I could get it done. Aha! But I did find the right thing to pull on in order to get that strap off. I can now begin to cut this tape. Tape is being cut. We're going across here. I know that there are some people who do not approve of this method of opening things up because, one, you destroy the tape, and two, you take the chance of cutting the statue or something inside with your X-Acto knife. But this is the way I've always opened statues for 20 plus years since I was collecting Bowen Designs busts, and I don't think I've ever cut anything yet. Although I did cut a steel book the other day opening a package that way, but like that was me being stupid and cutting the saran wrap. But I've never cut a statue and I'm not too worried about it. That top comes off. You can see the top. There it is, Tsume logo. Here's the top foam thing. Don't care. And now, am I gonna raise this up towards the camera? Is that safe? Is that a good idea? I don't know. All right, so grab that gel pack so you guys can see what it kind of looks like inside of here. And I'm not going to tip this all the way up and have all the pieces fall on the floor and shatter, because it seems like something I might do, but I'm just not going to do that. And let's see here. So we can grab this chunk, which is obviously the base, and try to pull it out. I don't know, maybe I'm going to edit this stuff, maybe I'm not. I don't know if you guys want to see this assembly. I'm going to try to do this assembly quickly anyway, because this doesn't look super complicated. I don't think this will be like Juggernaut where it takes me forever to find where everything goes. And some paper. All right, we've got a base. I don't know what this is. This is a weird piece of tape or paint chip. I don't know what this yellow and black thing is. So I'll put that aside for right now. But, okay, here's some base. You can see like an impact crater from where there's a big punch or something like that going on. I mean, we know it's a punch because we know what this statue is. And, you know, it's a heavy base. It's not the heaviest thing I've ever felt or anything. It's not like the Wind Waker Ganondorf base, which is like a brick. You can see the bottom, it's Alma, United States of Smash. It is not numbered on the bottom, probably worth noticing. And we can see a little indentation here for where we can put the My Hero Academia logo once we are assembling this further. I should probably open this envelope because there might be instructions in it that I can maybe look at and maybe just disregard. We'll see. All right, here it is. It's Certificate of Authenticity, Alma, United States of Smash, number 554 of 1600. It's got this lovely green holographic sticker on it. I mean, it's a certificate of authenticity. Is there anything else in here? Nope, no instructions, no sketch, no nothing. So this is gonna go back into this envelope, and it will go back into the box forever, and I will never look at it again. Let's see here. Here is the aforementioned My Hero Academia logo that's going to magnetically attach to the front of this base. And I'll do that now, so I'm not trying to manipulate this too much once it's assembled. And you can, I don't even know if I'm in focus, but you can now see the logo's on the base. Let me scooch this over. yeah, fortunately I haven't tested very much, so I only have the slightest idea of what you guys are actually seeing, or if I'm in frame, or even if this is taping. Hopefully I hit the record button. Here's one of these little plaques that just says like what this is, Alma United States of Smash, 554, 1600. It's a little metal like standee thing. I don't display these, so this is just gonna go back into the box right now forever. Let's see here. What's next? What's next? This is gonna be All Might's head. It's wrapped in paper. Yep, here it is. It's bleeding, and like just looking at this, like I can see that they have just wonderfully nailed the art style, the tiny pupils, the gritted teeth, like everything about this. Like this looks like Battle Damage, Final Battle All Might, where he's got it all thin and is just like going crazy with rage. He's got a magnet on the back. The hair looks great. The hair doesn't feel like it's totally resin. I think it's probably got a little bit of plastic mixed into it, which is fine because I don't want it to break. Tsume does, oftentimes or at least sometimes put some plastic in with their heads and faces and hair and stuff like that, and that's fine. Like sometimes it looks really bad on the faces, but here I think the face looks great. So taking the tissue paper off, here is All Might's thin, emaciated body, because he is at he's at his limits, he's at the end of his power. There's some nice shading on this, there's texture everywhere on his jumpsuit. You can see like the little scrapes, or maybe they're hairs. No, I think it's scrapes that are on his hand from all of the battles that he's been in and all the damage. There might be some slight indentation here on his knuckle. Maybe it's a defect, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna try not to worry about it too much because, if I get obsessed, I'll just tape the statue. But I think it's probably fine. Looking at this though, I don't think that this was supposed to be put in first. I think what I actually need to put in first is All for One, who seems to be one gigantic chunk, ironically enough. All for One is all one. I'm a little surprised. I sort of thought that there would be pieces to assemble of him, but he's just a chunky boy, and yeah, he's one big piece. That's a little bit of a surprise. Oh no, he's not quite one big piece. He's got something that's gonna touch. Oh, that's for All Might's hand. That's for him getting punched. Okay, well, this is a pretty substantial piece here. This is All for One. He also looks beautifully sculpted. His pants, his jacket are really smooth. His disgusting, gigantic hand is suitably cancerous and disgusting, looking like the Flood. You can see his face with his teeth, and he's like, "Roar!" And here's he's got these metal bits and coils and tubes and stuff that are coming out of his hand. He looks good. I mean, he doesn't look good because he looks gross, because he is All for One. But rather than having to poke holes in his feet, he's got a big slot in his back so that I can attach him onto this. And I don't know exactly the proper angle to attach him. If I had kept the floor out, I might know. This isn't good. I better go look at that box. Hang on one sec. I'm just going to step out of frame here and walk over here. And grab this box. On the floor, I can't get back through. Alright, so yeah, I'm moving the box here. I'm turning it so that I can look at the box. I'm trying to assemble this. It seems like a good idea so that I don't totally fuck this up and break him in half or anything crazy like that. Oh wow, that is not how I was going to attach him to this. Okay. How is this going? This is going to go like this. Oh, weird. Weird, weird, weird. Okay, I was going to break this, and I still might, but hopefully not. So it looks like this is gonna attach on. Oh shit, like, this looks really perilous. I don't know how I feel about this. All right, I don't think so. I don't think I'm doing this quite right. Wait, his head should be facing downward. It goes like this, I think. Bear with me. Like I said, I don't read instructions and I don't really prepare for these because I collect for fun and, you know, for legitimacy and not just to do reviews like for any other reason. So, all right, he is on here. He feels very secure. Let me make sure that he's in frame. Oh my God, this got really heavy once he was attached because he's heavy. My back kind of hurts from standing up and holding him in the first place. Wow, I mean, that seems like a very stable connection point. Like, he's heavy to begin with, so it's kind of scary that this could like start to warp or lean over time, but you know, I mean, nothing from Tsume that I've ever bought has had any quality problems, and I don't think that this is going to be the one to start that, so I'm going to try not to worry. I can see that All Might's fist is going to go straight into here, so let's scoot this over. Oh man, I feel a little bit anxious. It's been a long time since I unboxed a large high-end statue, and when something that's really expensive and not easily replaceable like this, it gets a little bit anxiety inducing because I really don't want to break it because I cannot afford to replace it. But all right, All Might is on the base. The little metal pin that goes into All for One's face is nicely in his face. I can rotate this back over here and we can grab All Might's head. And that is going to go, I can't see where it's going to go because I haven't rotated this properly. Turn it like this. Where's this going to go? Is he looking over here? Is this right? Yeah, slots in, must be right. All right, so All Might is now punching All for One in the head. Is there anything else that goes on here? I can see that there's another little, pinhole here on the base. What's going into that? Is there like some effects piece? Like what is missing? I don't see anything missing. Is there something else in here? Here is, all right, so this is like a little piece of All for One's helmet mask, like breathy thing. So that'll have to attach somewhere. I'll have to look at the box. There's nothing else in here. There's nothing else here. What's this? What is this? Here's some sheets of, are these effects? Oh, okay. Here is an effects shockwave from the punch, and I guess that there is a second effects shockwave from the punch that's going to be in this bag. I mean, oh wow, there are several of these. I'm going to call. Oh, scan likely. I'm just going to, X out that call. Yeah, I should probably cut this down because it seems like this is somebody's going to take longer than I expected because we have these effects pieces here. They've got a little gradient on them. They go from clear to white to like a smoky gray-black color up at the top. This statue's selling right now for about $1,500 on eBay. Looking at it right now, like would I pay $1,500 for it? No, I would not. But it is a very dramatic and memorable episode of MHA, so I can understand why some people really would want to have this. This is certainly the nicest resin My Hero Academia statue that I have, seen that's gone up for pre-order so far. I'm not a big fan of the Prime 1 one. I know it has like 3 characters on it, but I just don't like the design of that one. I like the design of this one quite a bit for this moment. Here's a 4th and I think a final effects piece. Here's this mask, but what is going in that peg hole? Is there still something else in here? I feel like there's still a piece in here somewhere that I just don't know what it is. What the hell are these? Okay, here's like some little claw bits that I think are some part of All for One. I've only seen this episode like twice, and I only have the vaguest like recollection of exactly what All for One looks like, besides looking like some sort of weird like tumorous cancer flood cyborg monster dude. So I'm guessing these are part of like his like claw hand or something, and they're going to attach. But I don't know exactly what this is. I have not studied the design of this statue. It was just one of those things that I've always known was coming, that I was looking forward to one day unboxing. And is there anything in this? No. Alright, so I think that's all of the pieces. I'm going to do a quick cut of this video so that I can put this together with these little effects pieces and other bits, because I actually don't know how to finish this off. So I'll see you guys back in, like one swipe of the video. After a 1 hour, break, which consisted of me trying to look at a bunch of pictures to see where pieces went, and then fiddling around with these effects pieces, and then realizing that I could not attach like the additional pieces of One for All once they were in, and then fighting with these effects pieces, and then looking at more pictures, and then like trying to assemble like All for One more, and then realizing once I'd gotten 3 of the spikes into place that I had just randomly picked up the 4th spike and walked off with it and put it God knows where, and then spent half an hour walking around the house looking for that. I have completed assembly of All Might United States of Smash. All of the effects pieces, there are 4 of them, have been correctly attached in the correct places. They don't all snap into place like very nicely the way that you might hope that they would, but they are on here. They feel like they're made of like a very flimsy plastic, and I'm not altogether thrilled with it. They have little pegs on them that you have to slot into the resin base, and it's kind of an ordeal getting them in there. I feel like I've been through the ringer. I'm not like thrilled about the design assembly of these like effects. I feel like there had to have been a better way of doing this. Maybe some magnets and making these out of resin or something else, but like making these out of plastic, I feel like it kind of sucked. And then I realized I had to put the spikes onto All for One, and it was really difficult because I had to pry the effects piece over here off. And it's made out of cheap plastic, so it felt like it was going to like fucking explode on me, and I did not like it. But I managed to get these in, and I managed to find where this respirator for All for One has a little metal pin that slides in over here on All for One. I'll take better pictures of this stuff like once we're outside of the video. One of the spikes goes up here. 3 of the spikes are magnetic. Inexplicably, the 4th spike does not appear to be magnetic. You just kind of have to force it into the hole and like balance it off of this debris or something. I don't know, these add-on pieces to me are super, super lame. I think that some of this stuff could have very easily just been part of the statue, particularly these spikes on All for One's arm. Maybe one of them needed to be like an attachable, but I don't think they all needed to be attachable. It's definitely brought down the experience of building this because, I didn't enjoy the experience of building it. But the statue itself, now that it's together, it looks good. Like the effects, they look cheap to me. I don't like this sort of plastic effect. It looks like a Bondi SH Figure Arts effect. I don't love it. The statue itself, though, All Might looks fantastic. The way that All for One slots on here, he feels super sturdy. The detailing, the paint, everything looks great about that. The logo looks fine to me on the front of the base. I know some people hate it. I don't care in most instances. These effects, even firmly put into place, this is kind of wiggly, and I almost broke the tip off just touching it, so I did not like that. Since the effects are such a big part of this, I don't know, I feel like they could have done something better with that, but the actual characters themselves are great. The design of the statue that is not those effects pieces is great. The spikes are fine, the magnets pull them right into place. I didn't really like the one that is not magnetic, but overall, I think this is a good statue. I don't love it the way that I had hoped that I would, but I think it's very cool. I will take some photos of this close-up in better lighting so you can get an idea of what this looks like when it is not shot through my crappy iPhone camera from like 8 feet away. But yeah, that is it for Dabid's Unboxing number 10, the Tsume My Hero Academia Alma United States of Smash statue. Overall, I give the statue I give it a 7 out of 10, I guess. It doesn't blow my mind or anything. It's a good statue. I like it, but I don't know, the effects bring it down. There are instructions for this, which I would not have known if I hadn't gone looking for them online. Maybe somewhere on the box it tells you that there are instructions, but nowhere in the box or on their certificate or anything did it tell me to go looking for the instructions online. But apparently on the Tsume website there are instructions and an unboxing video, but I didn't know about that until after I had pretty much gotten this done. But you can learn from my mistakes. Anyway, that is my review for this, and yeah, see you guys next week. Bye. Addendum. Okay, so I took this outside so I could take some close-up photos for this, and I sweat a lot so that I could get some, actual nice photos of this statue for you guys. And as I looked at it, I thought maybe I'd been a little bit harsh with a 7 out of 10 on this statue. I really don't like these effects pieces. They feel and look super cheap. They remind me of SH Figure Arts. I'm sorry. I actually really like SH Figure Arts, but I don't want them on my $500 statue. But, the All Might himself, the All for One, they look great. The design looks great. Like, maybe I'm being harsh because I don't love this anime in the same way that I do like Naruto or Bleach or One Piece. I don't own any boxer briefs with like a giant All Might on the front of them like I do Naruto's head. But I really like this show, and I think this is a great resin piece. It's the first licensed resin My Hero Academia piece that I've seen go for sale that that I like and that I'm happy that I bought. I think it's got some room for improvement. I think above a 7.5 out of 10 might be pushing it, but I think it's a solid statue overall, and I don't think that MHA fans who really love this scene and these characters or really love this design are going to dislike it. I don't think it's Tsume's best. Like, I'm used to like 10 out of 10 perfection from Tsume, like their Killer Bee and their Itachi and some of my other Naruto stuff that I've got from them. Even their Ace is one of my favorite statues, even though I just hate Ace. But I don't think this is their best, but I think it's a very good statue. I think that if you love it and you can afford it and you can find it, you also might really love it. So, go ahead with it. 7.5 out of 10. I think it's okay. And that is all that I have to say about that. So stay tuned for high-res photos, and let me know what you think about this, and if you want these longer style videos, or if you prefer the random unboxing videos just in my office with piles of crap all around me. Okay, bye. Have a great weekend.